What up, RHS? I hope your day is going amazing, but now on to the segments. I'm your host, Evan.
And Jesse. And as you can tell, Zbn will now be having a new format of videoing. This will now be more of a news channel for our school, but now onto the real segments. First, we have a video by Jocelyn and Gabby about boys and girls wrestling starting.
Then we'll be having a video from Austin and Grant about how the iPhone 17 holds up.
And now this is just a sneak peek into what this Zbn video will entail.
And now you're watching Z.
Now for our first segment today, we'll have Jocelyn and Gabby showing us the boys and girls schedule for this season.
Hello RHS, I'm Gabby. And I'm Jocelyn. Today we will be covering the boys and girls 25-26 wrestling season. There are 42 wrestlers, all combined 14 freshmen, 8 sophomores, 12 juniors, and 8 seniors.
The 2025-2026 wrestling season has started practices with their first girls' duel being on November 12th at Peru at 6:30 p.m.
The boys will have their first duel on November 21st at 6:30 against Rensselaer.
The team has their biggest duel of the month on November 5th at home, starting with the girls at 6 p.m. and then the boys at 6:30 p.m., which also is the boys' home opener, and the theme is Ken vs. Spartan.
JV boys will travel to West Nova on the 22nd.
Now an interview with the head coach Tristan Wilson and interviews with a few of our wrestlers.
Name and grade.
Jesus Velez, 11th grade.
What's your prediction on this upcoming season?
To go undefeated and to prove everybody wrong from last year, because we're everywhere and we got it all in place, and yeah, so we're just gonna go and get it. So yeah.
I'm here with the head coach of wrestling, Tristan Wilson. What are your predictions for this year's season?
I think that we're gonna have a very successful season. This year we're looking to fill all of the weights with a couple of incoming freshmen. And once we hit our mid-season mark, where we should have a full-strength lineup. This year we are not an auto bid into team state, so we actually need to kind of prove our worth. So we're really going to go out and try to prove that we do belong at the 1A state tournament, and then once we get into the tournament, our goal is to win it again. We have a really strong lineup all the way through with a lot of returning state placers and guys who are really close to making it to state next year, so it should be a really exciting season.
What's your name and your grade?
Jesse Smith, I'm a sophomore.
What's it like being a wrestling manager?
It's all right. We mostly just do laundry, sort stuff, and sometimes we'll record the matches. We also have a lot of them, so I don't really do much. I just let the other ones do the work.
If you were to pick one thing that it could be your favorite thing about managing, what would it be?
Sleeping in the bleachers during a wrestling tournament.
Thank you, Jocelyn and Gabby.
Now onto a skit from Phoenix and Matthew about allergies.
Hey Phoenix, I got some chocolate, you want some?
Sure, Matt, I'd love that. Thanks, Matt, I really love chocolate.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, it's got peanut butter in it.
Peanut butter? Matt, you know I'm allergic to peanut butter. I ate all of it. Ruh-roh.
Quit overreacting, Phoenix. Get up. Phoenix.
I ate all of it. Ruh-roh.
Phoenix! I'm calling 911.
Thank you, Phoenix and Matt.
Now onto a story by JJ, Micaiah, and Evan about our new enrichment schedule.
It's Purdue. As you may have noticed, since fall break, there has been a new schedule change.
This is to make way for the new enrichment/basic skills period that students go to while the other students are at lunch, getting rid of sea lunch entirely.
This has been put into place due to SAT scores in the high school not reaching the state standards.
The middle school started a similar thing to enrichment at the start of the 2025 year. Then, when testing came around, their scores were through the roof.
Since it was so successful at the middle school, they are trying to recreate those scores here.
JJ conducted an interview with Mr. Hs, and he got some great information. Take it away, JJ.
Thank you, Evan. Now it's time for the interview with Mr. Hs. Why was this change put into effect?
The idea of the enrichment remediation time, which we are calling Core Plus, falls in line with what we're doing at the lower levels in middle school and at Riddle to try, and as I always stated, is move the needle in regards to some of our testing data. Our PSAT and SAT math scores need to improve to be competitive with some of the other schools our size in the state. And this is an opportunity for us to pinpoint groups of students who have specific skills in either math or language arts that then next semester we can bring in small groups of kids and really pinpoint that information.
What results are you hoping to get out of this?
Our goal is for each individual student to grow in those two specific academic areas, identify where we need to improve for each student, and then kind of get those students grouped and give some individualized instruction from our math and language arts experts. We are actually going to begin to utilize some data collection pieces probably after Thanksgiving break and do a little bit of adjustment, because with anything that we start, there is a period of, is this working, is this not? We had to start somewhere, but we do believe we are on the right path to getting a great improvement to the data collection piece that we are looking for.
Are you planning to keep this if it doesn't get the desired effects that you guys want?
The concept, yes. The current way that it's being done is going to be, as I would say, tweaked or changed in little bits so that we do get to the desirable points that we're looking for, so that we can help move that needle forward for each individual student, our building, and our district as a whole.
Thank you, JJ, and thank you, Mr. Hawes, for that helpful information.
As for what this entails, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, there is no C lunch.
Instead, after 4th hour, if you have A lunch, you go eat, while those who have B go to enrichment. Also, to make room in the schedule, each class, just like Wednesday, is 40 minutes instead of 45.
On Monday and Tuesday, enrichment topics are math related, and on Thursday and Friday, they are English problems.
Wednesday is just a regular schedule, no enrichment.
We are excited to see how this new schedule affects the SAT and PSAT scores.
Until then, I'm Evan Coughing.
And I'm Micaiah Harding.
Signing off.
Thank you, JJ, Micaiah, and Evan.
Now onto a skit from Austin and Grant about how the iPhone 17 holds up.
Hello customers, today we're at Apple Park for an exclusive tour and review of the iPhone 17 series. Today we'll be reviewing the different features of the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 17 Air with employee interviews and commentary. Up first, a feature that was introduced with the iPhone 16, vertical camera setup.
So here we're going to be with the person who designed the camera setup and introduced vertical. Are you Phoenix Gunner?
Yes, I am. What's up?
We just want to ask you about your vertical camera setup ideas and your thought process for this year.
Okay, so when we initially developed the diagonal cameras, it was like our top idea. But then we went back to vertical, and honestly, I don't get paid enough to care.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time.
With that interview, we'll next be heading to a feature that was also introduced with the iPhone 16, Apple Intelligence.
So now we're going to Evan Perdue, who designed the AI system for Apple. Evan Perdue, excuse me?
What?
We wanted to talk to you about the AI assistant.
But what about it?
You know, like your thought process behind the whole thing.
Oh, we thought that Siri was a little bit of a 4-year-old toddler, roasting you more than helping you. And so we decided to make it a little smarter and less stupid.
Okay. Any comments before we move on?
No.
Any at all?
No, can you please leave? How'd you get in here?
Yeah.
So now we're going to the person who led in designing the iPhone 17 Air.
Hey, are you Austin Hill?
We got a runner! So, how did you go with the design for the 17 Air?
Yeah, so I took some note cards and just like threw them on the ground until it resembled a phone. Took some cameras off of my sister's Game Boy Color and just kind of super glued them on.
And then what about the durability of the phone since it's so thin?
Yeah, so I don't think it's supposed to snap in half like that, but it just does.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
It's easier.
Well, that concludes our walkthrough of the iPhone 17 and 17 Air. Back to you, Evan and Jesse.
Thank you, Austin and Grant. Now onto a segment about Black Friday by Raiden.
Started September 24th, 1869, when there was a large gold panic. There was a financial crisis, chaos ensued, but that's just how the name Black Friday became a thing. How did we get to the Black Friday that we know today?
Well, for that, it starts all the way back in the 1930s. You see, stores had a really big problem. They wanted more time for holiday shopping, but no stores wanted to start advertising the holidays before Thanksgiving. So FDR was like, fine, we'll change the date of Thanksgiving from the last Thursday of November to the fourth Thursday in November. Well, this changed very little some years. Other years, Thanksgiving would be a whole week earlier, which could be very good for shopping. So all was well, right? Well, you see, around the holidays, people want days off, so they requested off. So originally, Black Friday just meant that it signified a lot of people were calling off, until it was reinterpreted by Philadelphia police to mean the large amount of congestion on roads after shopping. Later in the 80s, called Black Friday, as profit margins became in the black, or positive. Surprisingly enough, the sales of Black Friday are actually pretty recent, dating back to only the 1990s. But that's how Black Friday was and is. But how about its decline? Well, I believe the decline starts with a very simple problem. Violence. This part of Black Friday is the hard part. Getting what you want and being first, which led to so many injuries, and sometimes worse. While these people weren't super common, they happen enough to be a problem. However, that's when
The world had shut down, and most people were not going outside and shopping. Instead, what became very popular was shopping online. It was already popular, but with everything shut down, it just made it more popular. But at the same time, it made it safer, because on Black Friday, you didn't have to fight through a Walmart to go get your TV. You could just buy it online and then it'd show up. But that definitely does lead to why Black Friday has fallen.
Thank you, Raiden. Now onto a skit from Elliot and Micah about bad jump scares.
Hello RHS, I'm Elliot.
And I'm Micah.
And today we'll be going over bad jump scares.
Yep. So we would give out ratings with our own opinions, and we would watch the first clip of a horror jump scare. Boy, what?
Okay, so that was just boring.
Yeah, we would give.
I'll give it like a 3.
You got a 3?
I'll give it 3.
I'll give it 2.5. That's so bad.
Smile dog jump scare.
No, guys.
Do you like my dog?
Option to screen record?
No, it's fine. Just play it because we'll get on the.
Okay. To be honest, if we was watching this in the middle of the night, screen record, and if we was not expecting a jump scare, that probably would have gotten me.
That would have gotten me, yeah. Unexpected, but still wasn't as scary. So I would say like a 7.
No, I would say 4 out of 10.
Right. Japanese tire commercial jump scare.
What's this? This one's I'll give that one a 7.6 out of 10.
I'd say a 5. I mean, it wasn't that good.
Thank you, Elliot and Micah. Now on to our final video of.
Hello, Rochester. This is Angel Hayes, here to inform you about a new infectious disease called 6-7. Yes,
This disease started out as a meme for both teens and kids, but then they started to say at an alarming rate.
Now we have the mother of the first infected here for an interview.
How do you feel about your daughter's infection? Are you worried about what's to come? And how do you make your hair so shiny?
I'm so worried for my baby.
Now let's interview the infected.
Can you tell me your name? Are you feeling okay?
6, 7.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. And please, make sure you watch out for the
6, 7.
Make sure you watch out for the 6-7 disease.
Oh, get out of here, man!
Now, thank you to everyone in today's segment. And I'm Jesse.
And Evan. And you were watching ZBN News.
Okay. And we're